Blah, blah. Okay. Hey, oh, is there anything in my teeth?
Let me see. No, but rinse it with water just in case.
Hey guys, what is up? It is Chance, and this is my first YouTube video. Whoa. Today I'm gonna be doing a chit chat, kind of get to know me, get ready with me, you know, whatever. Whatever. If you guys want to grab some makeup, grab some coffee, sit down, get to know me, and see this little summery cute vibe, and get to hear my most embarrassing moment. Then keep watching. Go. Okay, wait.
Since the other night, then why didn't you bring candles?
I don't have any.
Because I thought that Jacob would have candles. The video production in this room is astronomical.
Astronomical!
Y'all, it has taken 2 years to set up this setup, and let me tell you one second. If it was not for two of my best friends in the world, this would not be happening. Welcome to my first ever YouTube. Insert a pause. Oh, thanks. This is going to be stressful because we are recording this on an iPhone. We have 2 Macs set up right here. We got 2 iPhones set up. It is everything. So we're gonna have to pause every 10, 15 minutes so that way switching and downloading videos is smoother. So today I'm going to be doing a kind of chit chat, get to know me, because you guys don't know me and I don't know you. So yeah, my managers, just kidding. Okay, they're gonna be asking me questions while I'm doing my makeup, and I will explain what I'm doing. I'm not necessarily gonna do like a full tutorial because I just want you guys to get to know me, and I just kind of want it to be super chill. And you know, grab your coffee, grab some wine, you know, whatever, do your makeup with me. And yeah, we'll go from there. And my second video might be a tutorial. I'm not really sure yet. Once I post this one, I will then ask people who do watch my videos to give me some ideas on what you guys want to see. I'm going to start my brows because I do my brows first. All of the products in this video are sponsored. To start with my brows, I use the Anastasia Dip Brow. I know that there are really good dupes for this. I think Melinda, one of my best friends, which one do you use?
Which dip brow do you use?
Yeah.
Anastasia. Just the blonde one.
Just kidding. I'm gonna go in with the Morphe E29. I probably should. None of my brushes are cleaned. Don't touch me. Cause I know your dirty ass don't wash your shit up. While I do my brows, either Jacob or Melinda is gonna use. Also, if you see their shadows, don't even look. You don't see their shadows, okay? You just focus on me and my voice, okay?
Since this is your first YouTube video, do you remember what your first makeup item was?
Okay, so fun fact about this question, or just this video in general, we tried to record a video. I had to redo 2 different looks. It wasn't working, nothing was going right. In the first video, it was super candid. I honestly had no idea what my first makeup item was. It was a whole brush set, and I have a few of the brushes, like this one. I've had them for that long. That kind of just started my whole makeup journey. I had no makeup, by the way. It was just makeup brushes. Also, you're gonna see some things in this video and you're gonna be like, what the f are you doing? And you're right. But this is me. I am me.
Give us the background on how you first got into makeup.
I've always been interested in makeup. Being a boy and in Texas, It was looked down upon. I just kind of like had to just tell myself that, oh, I need to pick another profession that made somebody else happy. Finally, one day, I just started watching people like Patrick Starr, Manny MUA, Nikki Tutorials, and actually Patrick and Manny were my biggest inspirations because I was also a thick little gay boy. One day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I wanna do and I'm not gonna care what anybody else says. I got my brush set, went to the store, I grabbed foundation and a bronzer. I just started playing around. So I'm just gonna do the other brow off camera and then I'll come back to carve them out. First of all, before you do this, wash your hands. Everyone should be washing their hands every 30 minutes. If you're in the middle of Target, figure it out. If you haven't been regularly washing your hands, I need to talk to your mother. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Serum. Now that I have my moisturizer on, I'm gonna go ahead and put a primer on. I used the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. I was using Gucci. That was a present. Mama doesn't have Gucci money. Affordable.
Speaking of brands and things being affordable, do you have a favorite place to shop for makeup?
So the place that I go to shop the most for makeup is probably like a Target, sometimes an Ulta, Sephora, but normally I don't necessarily go to Sephora because Sephora has a lot of luxury brands. If I want some skincare or anything like that, then I'll go look at Sephora, but I have an Ulta down the street for me and a Target. So if you clock my big ass forehead, I'll agree with you. So now that I have my foundation on, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Master Conceal again, in the shade Light.
When you buy new makeup, do you research first or just go by trial and error?
By trial and error. Whenever I'm trying a new product, because mostly I buy the same products, but when I am trying new products, I do like to research what I'm getting. I really try hard to get things that are only cruelty-free, vegan. That's really why I like Morphe. That's why I like Jeffree Star products. You know, e.l.f., Milani. We want to make sure that we're not putting really bad chemicals on our face.
Do you try to stay away from products with fragrances in them?
Normally, yes. Like I was saying in the beginning with the Olay, that was the only moisturizer that has a fragrance that has not broken me out. Sometimes fragrances, scented moisturizers or anything scented, and it can have chemicals that does break us out, clogs our pores, anything like that. I don't know the big names for all of these words, but there is bad parabens. I really try to stay away from things with fragrances in it.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Where are you from?
I am 22 years old. I was born and raised in Dallas, Texas. I have 2 brothers. I have a group of amazing friends that mean so much to me. I'm gonna cry. There's really not a lot about me.
You're giving me flashback Mary vibes.
Oh, fuck! Now that I have my concealer blended, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. I use a blush for a bronzer because I'm not like other girls. My bronzer is broken. And I was gonna not pick, you know what, I didn't even think about picking up a new one today, so I'm not even gonna lie. I need to get a new one. So hopefully by the next video, I'll have a new one, and if I don't, clock me then.
So speaking of multifunctional products, what do you think about them as far as using a blush as a bronzer or using lips as a cheek stain?
Actually, I'm not about to go on this bronzer. I forgot to set my face. You don't have to have all of the makeup in the world. You can have one neutral palette and you do an entire face with it. You can use eyeshadows for blush. You can use eyeshadows for contour. You can, like you'll see in this video, I use eyeshadows for lip liner. There are so many lip liners out there and I just don't really want to spend the time. So anyways, I definitely agree and recommend with, it's getting hot in here. I'm starting to sweat. Multi-purposeful usage of makeup. Also with, I use the Coty Airspun and I don't really understand why people have an issue with the puff because I use the puff and you know what, I feel like I am in To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julia Mart, when Wesley Snipes is over there with a huge puff. If you mows know what I'm talking about. Tell me what your favorite part is in the movie down in the comments. I want to know. This is the part where you guys are going to be like, you'll understand one day.
All right, right, so you said you grew up in Texas and you're obviously gay. What was it like growing up for you?
Growing up in Texas and being gay, it was hard. I got bullied. Hela. I got bullied. Hela. I guess it's honestly just built a stronger skin for me. I don't know, it's kind of helped me become the person that I am today. We need to stop bullying, and like I feel so bad for all of the little gay boys and girls and trans girls and boys out there. Just like, it's so sad to me that I want to help all of them. And one of these days, I really want to open a house for the homeless LGBTQ plus youth. I'm happy that I'm happy now, and I have found a great group of people. My father at the time was not super supportive, but my mom and the rest of my family has been 100% behind me and supported me since day one. And my dad, it took a little while, and before he passed, we mended our relationship, and you know, he started asking more questions, and he was more willing to be educated, and so that was something that, anyways, yeah. I'm really trying hard not to sweat, so if my makeup starts to look a little patchy.
What was one of your most embarrassing moments that you can remember?
Okay, so this is only an embarrassing story. It doesn't really have to do with everyone, like not a lot of people, but it's kind of embarrassing for me. You know what? I don't really care right now. Ew. This was when I was in 7th grade. I don't know what I ate the night before, but I was going to school and my dad was dropping me off. All of a sudden, I was like, oh, I have to fart. So I go to fart and I sharted. I'm standing there in shock. And I look at my dad and I was like, I think I just shit myself.
Child. Anyway, so.
And my dad was like, well, I have to get to work. I had to think about what I needed to do. I was like, okay, fine, I'll just try to call mom real quick. So I called her and she came and got me, except I had to stand there awkwardly for 10 minutes outside of my school with all of my friends passing me and like, well, Chance, what are you doing? And I'm like, y'all, I'm starting to sweat even more. I had to start eyes. Melinda pulled up a reference picture. Sometimes I really like to do this. I tell her to give me a picture for inspiration. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Morphe X James Charles palette. The first shade that I'm gonna go in with is this one. I was going in with this yellow also, and above my crease to blend out the orange. I'm gonna take this red right here and this orange and I'm gonna mix them, and then that's gonna go right below the orange. When you're doing an eye look and you think that it doesn't look good, trust the process. And you know what? If at the end you're not satisfied, you pop a lash on and you walk out that front door with confidence.
Okay, how do you feel about beauty trends, like and fads? Like, how do you feel about fake freckles? How do you feel about over highlighting?
What do you mean, like over highlighting?
Like when it used to be matte was like a matte finish was the fad, and then like highlighting was the fad.
Oh,
I mean, like
highlighting. I love to highlight. You'll see in this video, it's gonna probably be excessive, but I love highlighting. Everyone has their own preference. Everyone has their own opinions. And everyone is not going to agree. So we can always agree to disagree, but you be respectful. If you don't agree with something, be respectful about it. Just because you don't agree with something doesn't mean you have to say something about it, you know? But when it comes to things like Black Lives Matter, then you speak up about it, because Black lives do matter. And all lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. And if you don't agree, we can agree to disagree. Some people are not going to want to be educated, and we want to, you know, spend our energy on people who do want to be educated and on the youth of America, because that is what's going to change everything that's going on right now. So anyways, that was just my 2 cents.
Who was the last person to make you cry and why?
So actually, the last time I cried, me and my besties went down to Alabama because we wanted to go to the beach. We were playing with these little sparklers on the beach at like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden, I look up and there's just 5 different guys. Okay, mind you, there was 8 of our closest friends. And I know that Rona's going around, but I basically live with these 8 people. So before y'all pop off on me, I don't want to start a scandal on my first video.
We were also very socially distanced from strangers.
100%.
We took the time to cleanse and sanitize as often as we possibly could, and we wore masks pretty much everywhere except when we were in the water.
These boys come up, and first I'm like, Rona. And then all of a sudden they just start picking up our sparklers and lighting them. Cause I look up and the size of our group has almost doubled. And I'm like, who are these bitches? This one of these boys picks up this sparkler and he's like, look, I'm gay, I'm a queer. And Jacob and I, as soon as we heard that, we looked at each other, put down the sparklers and just walked away. And at the time we were just gonna kind of let it go because obviously we've been dealing with that our entire lives. We've been dealing with stupid ass bullshit our entire lives. Finally, Melinda goes over because one of the straight boys in our group takes the group of boys away from us to like get the stress and tension off of us. Melinda goes over there to like see if he needs like a way out of like the whole, conversation. As soon as she walks up, she hears, yeah, we don't really like gays. First of all, like I was saying before, you don't have to agree with someone's lifestyle and you don't have to agree with, what they're doing with their life, but what you need to be is respectful. As soon as Jacob and I heard that, we just kind of shut down because, first of all, we're far away from home. We live in Dallas, Texas. We're in Gulf Shores, Alabama. We don't really have a safe place to go besides our Airbnb, but we're far away from home. We don't really feel comfortable. There's only 8 of us in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and people were very vocal about the way that they thought. That happened, and so, everybody was like, let's just try to shake it off and everything. And at that moment, Jacob and I just kind of looked at each other. I stopped on the beach and I had a little breakdown moment because it's kind of scary. We don't really know what to do. I don't know. If you've had to deal with it, then you really understand. And yeah, so anyways, that happens and I have a little mental breakdown and then, everyone was like, let's just try to shake it off. And at that point, I just kind of looked at the group, me, Jacob, both, and we were like, I wish it was that easy. And we just kind of used that moment to just speak about hate crimes happen and that, it was just a really emotional night and me and Jacob both cried and it was a really scary experience. And I was just telling them, I was like, these kids won't know what, or just mostly people who say hateful things, they won't remember what they said a minute after they say it, but the people will remember it for the rest of their lives. I remember things that kids said to me in high school or even, middle school. I remember all of those things. And I just wish that people would really take a second to realize how hateful things are. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. We learned that in elementary school. Please just grow up. Also, with my channel, I know that this is about makeup, but I do want to use any kind of platform that I have to speak about, injustice and hate that is going on in our world, because I've gone through, I've felt the kind of hate that other people in the world are feeling. Not, obviously everybody, I'm not trying to compare my oppression to anybody else's, but I do think that if you have a platform, at least do something, because the more that we speak up and bring knowledge to what's going on, the more that we change it. Little changes happen, but little changes are a step forward in the right direction, and that's where we need to go. Anyways, back to the fun stuff.
What is the first thing you do when you wake up?
I'm just kidding. I open my eyes.
What's your shoes?
I don't really, well, it depends. What kind of day am I having?
On a day off.
So the first thing that I do is I'll probably call one of my best friends But I'll take a shower, I'll get dressed, have maybe a morning coffee, have some breakfast or brunch, depending on what time I wake up, because we like to relax. Oh, obviously I brush my teeth, you nasty. Brush your teeth and your tongue. I think this is like the top lid done. You know what? This is kind of what I got so far. I'm gonna go ahead and also like do the under eye.
What is one of the top things on your bucket list?
It's probably maybe opening up my own coffee shop. That's something that I really want to do in my life. And probably one of the, besides, you know, living my dream, like experiencing part of my dream, like doing makeup in this YouTube channel, that is opening up my own coffee shop with my mom, actually.
What is one of your best memories in the past year?
Going to Colorado, hands down. I went to Colorado with my besties and I met some amazing people there, and I miss Colorado so much and I want to move there one day. So hopefully YouTube takes off. Brand deals, sponsorships. Ooh. I need to stop smiling. I need to like stop moving so much. Okay guys, so this is the best that this liner is going to get. I'm not good at liner, so as you can tell, but I am trying to use it more in my work. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera. I'll add mascara and lashes, and then once we're finishing up the rest of the face, we'll do some other quick little questions, maybe like a speed round or something. But
girl, what in the ghetto in paradise on the 4th of July is going on here?
so yeah, this is the this is the finished eye look, not the finished like look. My eyes are super heavy right now because I have so much powder in them. So after 7 hours of doing the other eye, we're back. The liner kind of looks like trash, but we're gonna work with it. I forgot a step in my makeup routine because I was talking so much because I'm just a ticker talker. I used the morphing setting spray, set my face a little bit, and then I went in. I did it. So now I'm gonna go in with highlighter. I'm gonna go in with these two shades right here. Ooh. Oof, 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 oof. Okay, so I'm just starting to line my lips with an eyeshadow. Yeah, sorry y'all, it's late.
If a friend calls you and asks you to help them hide a dead body, and the question asks, would you do it?
Yes.
Or
Ride or die.
Are you the friend calling?
Ride or
the
die.
other friend?
Ride or die. Ooh.
Are you helping clean up the mess, or did you create the mess?
I think I'd be helping clean up the mess. I'm not that mean. If you ever need to hide a body, let me know. Also, I think it'd be kind of fun. And I have some good ideas. These are nice lips. I went in with Can't Relate and Jeffree Star, and now I'm gonna go in with the gloss. I'm gonna go in Control Freak. Now I'm gonna give a quick spritz of my Morphe Setting Spray. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. If you could go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe button. You wouldn't be like most girls, you'd be you. I am trying to pay bills and be successful, and honestly, I just want to live my dream and do makeup because this is one of my biggest passions. I just want to connect with everyone and teach and educate. But yes, and also please comment. I do want to know what, if you have seen Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Marr, I would really like to hear what your favorite part is. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing with your life? Go watch it. It is so funny. I know it's on Amazon Prime for I think like $4. I don't really know, don't fact check me. And yes, if you have any other questions for me, please comment. I will put up a post, or you know, my DMs are always open. I will put my social media down in the description box below. And yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching again. Have a great day or night, or if you're on the toilet. I'm not judging you. Anyways, yes, thank you so much. Goodbye, guys.